Hello and welcome to Witness. I'm Raggy Omar. Las Vegas is the land of glitter, glamour and gambling, and if you believe the hype, a place to get rich quick. In just 1 year, the Las Vegas casinos can rake in more than $6 billion in revenue. And yet, in the state of Nevada, home to Las Vegas, 1 in 10 people is unemployed, and there are between 11 and 14,000 homeless people in Las Vegas itself. But the homeless are kept well out of sight of the all-important tourists. You can even be arrested for feeding a homeless person in a park. So, where do they all go? Well, quite a number of them have made their homes in the tunnels and storm drains right under the busy highways and casinos. Under the Neon by filmmaker Hazel Chandler is an extraordinary journey below the surface of the bright lights of Las Vegas to meet some of these people who are battling to make some kind of home under the streets of gold.
On the surface, Las Vegas is still a city where people dream of making a fortune. And despite the economic crisis, planes still land and take off every few seconds. Under all the neon is a labyrinth of tunnels and storm drains that are home to the homeless. The belief that Vegas streets are paved with gold draws people from across America and creates a unique homeless population. Help of South Nevada is one of several outreach groups working with the homeless.
We have an unusually higher number here because we have everyone else is homeless. I had an individual from Los Angeles who was naive enough to think that he was going to break Las Vegas. Several $100,000 were lost in a matter of weeks. We have those type of stories on a daily basis here. It seems as if every time we get 2 out and into housing, we end up with 2 more. 2 of our clients are right in this right-hand tunnel. Wendy, we're very, very interested in taking you on caseload. We'd like to take you both.
And I want to do this. I'm ready. It's been 3 years.
All right, so we're going to expect you up there.
All right, and I'll be there by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I promise.
And Wendy, if something happens that you can't make it up there, we're going to come back and see you next week. Is that okay?
Okay, that's cool. That's awesome.
Turns out that she has got a number of cans that she needs to have recycled to get some money in her pocket. Then she's going to come up and see us. It's a crapshoot if that's going to happen. Once the money's in the pocket, chances are the drug man will be very close behind her and the party will continue down in this tunnel.
No one really knows how many live in this subterranean world. They are out of sight, so out of mind. It's a world few from the surface have access to. One who does is writer Matthew O'Brien, who has spent 7 years exploring the storm drains.
There's more than 300 miles of underground flood channels in the Las Vegas Valley. Some of them are really kind of low and wet and not really walkable because they can fill a foot per minute with floodwaters. So when I stumbled upon the first camp, I definitely took a few steps backward and was trying to figure out what was going on here.
I've been down here for a little over a year. And when I met her, it's been about 6 months now.
Yeah, about 6 months.
She's been down here about 6 months. But just because we live outside doesn't mean you have to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. I used to have a job and everything like that too. I'm even college educated. And I let drugs get the better of me. You know, I let it take all my money. I let it control me. And which is something I'm working on now. You know, I got a beautiful, beautiful girlfriend who loves me and I love her. And we realize, you know, if we're gonna have a future together, that this is not it. And we're working on that. I was very surprised that she would stay with me. I have a legal issue that I need to work out.
Yeah.
It's a big issue. So
And once we get that resolved, then...
Once we get that resolved, we can really step forward. But yeah, we do have plans for the future.
Yeah.
Hello. Come here, boy. Where you at? There you go. Come on, come on. There's a lot of money in the casinos, and people tend to walk away from their money on slot machines. Just simply forget it, and that's pretty much what we do. And we just recognize that the money's left on there, and we take it off it. Sometimes, you know, it could be, you know, 50 cents to $1. Sometimes it can be several $100s to as much as $1,000.
Privacy is a factor, and for
Intimacy can be a little hard.
but just to get changed or something, usually everybody's pretty good. I mean, that's the beauty of the darkness. You always see someone coming before they arrive.
Yeah, because
You
they
see
all
the
have
light,
flashlights
yeah.
and stuff.
You see the light, and if he's with me, he'll just start barking. So, which I love that. We know that this is not a legal place for us to stay.
Yeah, we are trespassing.
We are trespassing. You do know that, and that's a bad thing.
We're not visible, which is a good thing. That's why I think they leave us alone.
Yeah. I don't look at us completely as homeless. We're just people without a home at the moment.
This is some of the disadvantages of people who don't care about other people's stuff.
This is annoying and smelly. When it gets hot, it's going to be a real nightmare.
It's the bottles that they urinate in. You don't want to switch from that.
I'll change highways in a while as I am walking one more mile on the road that I've taken. One day walking, I awaken. One day walking, I awaken on the road that I have taken. From the Book of Counted Sorrows.
I was pretty scared the first time I came in here, not knowing what was in here and just all these different sounds, stuff like that.
My mom knows I'm in here, but she doesn't really care because, you know, it's a tunnel. It's, you know, what are we doing wrong in here besides just, you know? I mean, it's not like we're shooting crack and we're just down here painting. They're walking on scaffolding up there. So we must be right under the New Caesars Tower. And that was diesel. Alright. And this right here, it's been dissed, but you can tell it was really a beautiful piece of work. I'm surprised this one's lasted. You can tell at the bottom how old it is. The water pouring in from down here. I did do it, and then it got dissed. Some people came and you can see some marks in it, and then I just came back with the same colors and kind of fixed it.
There was a time, I mean, back when I first started writing, that's all I cared about. It's just, oh, I want people to see my work, I want people to see know my name. Now I just don't really care about it as much. I just want to just paint and piece.
I'll create art somehow, you know, so.
Vince, if you didn't have pain.
Without it, I think I'd probably be a lot more stressed out.
Whoa!
Back into the light.
are there. And had they know what Vegas has done to people, once you become broke, you're thrown out. You're almost casted like a leper. You know what I mean? It's terrible. Yeah, but it's our own fault. I don't blame nobody. I think we're each responsible for our actions. We've all been raised different.
I went out and just made enough to get by. Because, like I told you before, I'm just getting tired of doing it. You know, I've been doing it for so many years, and some people do want help. I'm not one to go and ask, and it seems to be a pride thing. I haven't seen no social services down here for 3 years.
I've been locking stuff up, putting it on pallets now.
I just feel more depressed this month, but then I get what I need, and then I gamble. I think the gambling addiction is way up on a scale higher than the drug use here. If you're in here sleeping and it rains outside for 15 minutes, it's coming. It's on the way down. You gotta get on your back and just stay right and float with it. Because if you try anything else, everything's hitting you, and it's scraping you. Hit when it curves, and it just takes you right over there. And this is, it looks smooth, but let me tell you, it takes the skin right off. I'll get out of my mess sooner or later. It's just lack of willpower, I think, and depression, and too many things happened at once. Yeah. My wife died, and then 6 months later, my dad was filled with cancer and died. And I was glad to help him, but it took its toll on me. And like I said, I think I died then. When they died, I just fell off a turnip truck here, and I need to go find it and jump back on it. And I will. Oh, every day I would write something down. This one here. I used to have an open mind, but my brains kept falling out. I just let my mind wander, and it didn't come back. So I started out with nothing, and still got most of it. And my last one, I can handle pain until it hurts.
So what hope is there for those who have built their homes on these dark and dangerous tunnels? Join me after the break to meet some more of this community living under the neon and the people who are trying to help them.